And welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we continue along with Doom the Oven. This is Map 5, Ruins of Castle Orebro. 63 kills to be had. That goes up because of the pain elementals. 1 secret, 37 items to find. Alright, with our trusty pistol, let's take care of these shotgunners one at a time. Grab these goodies and we're going to run straight inside because there's a chain gunner on either side in each window. There's one, which I've damaged, or injured, I should say, and then here's the other. There is, yes, you did hear a blast. There is a cyber demon just over there. Relatively speaking, can't reach us. Occasionally it can, so just be careful of that. Yes, there's 2 cyber demons outside. So basically, this is going to be a semicircle of trying to get away from the cyber demons while they infight with all the other enemies. So this is always a fun task. Let's go ahead. We're going to press the button just to get things going here. It gets the enemies to teleport in. And this way the bridge here is opened up. Now our first order of business, I guess, if we can say so, would be the pain elementals. Of course, lots of lovely plasma to be found, but we're not going to be using that quite yet. Nope. As you can see, there is a limited amount of space to kind of run around and get away. Now, if you notice, I did not go back into that hallway that I first came out of because all of these Hell Knights are in there. It's basically just a kill box. Unfortunately, it's a kill box against you. So no, don't go in there. But yeah, you got to do your best to try to make your way through this crazy phalanx and hope that the enemies really off each other, because let's face it, there's just a crazy amount of enemies going on here. So let's be careful, but we're going to try to duck around these enemies here. We are hoping that the cyber demon will do our dirty work for us, or cyber demons, plural. Because so far, there are still quite a few enemies about. The blue key is where the 2 cyber demons are sitting, but we don't have really the ability to go get it quite yet. Oop. Nice try, Lost Soul. Well, probably should pay more attention. That was terrible. Alright, let's keep moving though. We'll get the other health pack here. Yeah, we do want the pain elemental, because, yeah, otherwise that the amount of lost souls is just never going to end. Alright, let's keep going. Bearing in mind, of course, that the cyber demons can, of course, fire through the window. Not a huge surprise there. Just stay away if you can. Gotta be careful of the Hell Knights. They're usually the last ones. So that's one. Thing is, I don't really know just how much damage they've taken. I mean, I've taken a little bit of damage, so that's not super ideal. Let's see here. That's one. And there's another. So what's left, really? Is it just... It's just that one Hell Knight? Let's see if I can get them to play. Not so nicely. Well, okay, I guess that doesn't matter. So let's just take a quick peek here. Okay, it doesn't seem like there are any other enemies. So what we're going to do now is as you recall, we picked up all of our items, including all of our weapons. There's no BFG, unfortunately, here in this main hallway. So now this is, I find, a good location to take on the cyber demons. They do fire quick, though, so just be very, very careful. You always have to be careful with cyber demons, but the creator of this map has made them extremely aggressive and fast. So you're not going to be firing like incredibly long, unfortunately, so it's going to take a little while. And don't go back too far back, otherwise you'll get hit with some splash. You know the rules. Thankfully, there is a generous amount of plasma on this map. Very generous indeed. But very, very aggressive and angry cyber demons, who don't appear to me have taken a lot of damage from the enemies in the main arena, unfortunately. So it's just going to take a little bit longer. But you know how it goes. We do need that blue key in order to progress the map. So there's one cyber demon down. I don't think we've even picked up all the plasma yet, but let's go ahead and... There we go. Okay, so that's pretty good. Here's another plasma pack. I don't think there's any health, but I'm going to go check all these little alcoves because this is where all the health and ammo was. Yeah, well, there's a little stim pack. I guess I'll take that. And here's another pack of plasma. So this teleporter, which I avoided, of course, the entire time, it takes us here to where the blue key is. Now, just down there, you can see the invulnerability. I really wished I could take the invulnerability to other sections that matter. It doesn't last long enough because of all the lifts. So really, at the end, when you get to the exit, you basically, it's like you get hit by a million rockets. So maybe the invulnerability will allow us to not start the next map at 0. We'll see, or whatever they set it at. So why don't we go ahead now? This will take us back up to this main area, the familiar area. And let's go ahead through the blue door. We have the key. Now, it's a good time to pick up some health. So what we're going to do now is, yes, the cyber demon that fired on us originally is behind this door. So what we're going to do is we're going to move to the right. I don't use free look, as you know, but we're going to move to the right, and we're going to get it pretty much so the cyber demon's feet mostly are seen, and we're just going to fire plasma right from there. If we play our cards right, the cyber demon will not be able to fire and hit us. He'll be just blowing missiles up in his own face. So let's go ahead and try. Let's see how we're doing here. So far, so good. His rockets are only hitting in front of him. So let's just go ahead and keep blasting. Because otherwise, this is not a huge area to fight the cyber demon, just going to be honest with you. Yeah, and that's that. So long, jerk. I guess we can say why not. I guess we got the jump on him. No big deal. So, we continue on now. We go through this door. Now, this area here is the most annoying part of the map. It's the last area. Chain gunners in each one of these boxes, and it's a grotesque. I really don't like that area, but anyway, what are you going to do? This is the next area. Break out your plasma rifle, because I think it's 6. What do you call it? 6 Hell Knights are going to pop out. So, I mean, it gets a little hairy. So why don't we use the plasma rifle? We will hopefully have enough for everybody, because there's another set of Hell Knights. Was it 4 or was it 6? Okay, well, there we go. Well, if they're only going to come out a couple at a time, then maybe I'll save some of the plasma, and I'll just use our super shotgun on the remaining Hell Knights. Okay, that's pretty good. So you can see that's the last area we're going to go to through the phalanx of chain gunners, which stinks. We'll take out our trusty plasma rifle again. We'll head over here. And all this is just a kind of a repeat of over there. We're going to press this switch, and then we're going to fight off a bunch of Hell Knights. So why don't we go ahead and do that. Try not to take any damage. It's kind of hard sometimes to see all of the green plasma fire as they come out. There's a few of them sometimes standing behind each other, but it looks like I'm fairly lucky here. That's 5, or 4, I should say. Trying to think. Are there any more coming out? I don't want to leave this area too early. Is it only 4? Yeah, I didn't think so. Come on, ladies, you got to come to the dance. Okay, now there we go. There's the 6. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't just head over there, because that would have been ugly and unfortunate. Okay, so let's take the teleporter. That's all there is to do here. Now, I'm going to take out the plasma rifle again. This is, I'll be honest, this is where most people will get stuck on. Because as you can see, there is, well, all these will lower once we get to the platform where the teleporter is. And then it takes you to a series of connecting teleporters, and you pick up the health bonuses along the way. But you're surrounded by chain gunners. Extremely annoying, and you cannot run back up this way, because part of the walkway that you're heading down is a little bit of a fall down, so you can't come back up. If you try to go off for the sides, you typically get stuck, and you have to ID clip yourself out. So I'm going to try not to do that. So, well, let's see how we do. I'm going to just try to get the, there we go, to activate. Come on, you. Trying to figure out where everybody is. There's another one. There's another one. I don't know if we can quite reach him. Oh, that's not better. No. Alright, did I get everybody? Yeah, I did. Okay, so that's how I do it. As you can see, I took quite the beating, and we are going to probably have to come back and get all the health bonuses, which I apologize for, but as you can see, there's no time to sightsee. They're just everywhere. So yeah, we'll get the red key, and normally you can just jump down and finish the map, but yes, we're going to have to go back and just get the health, because as you can see, we also don't have the secret, so we have to go back anyway. So let's go ahead. Unfortunately, it's a bit tedious, my friends, but tedium is kind of the way about how these maps are made. They're made to be frustrating, they're made to be tedious, and that's the design, but that's okay. That's how you dispose of all those chain gunners. I think the chain gun just isn't a powerful enough weapon. You have to use your plasma rifle. But even if you notice, I had 100%, I barely even had to scratch the whole game, the whole map, and here I am down to 33%, just because there's a whole bunch of chain gunners all around you. That's really hard to get a bead on. So there is some health pack up here, so that's pretty good. Get us back to 100%, and of course now we're going to head back to the walkthrough area of all of the health bonuses. I don't see any on this area. Yeah, I mean, you know I'm a stickler for 100%, right? So I mean, I just want to make sure that we get them all. Like, I know I walked by a few of them. Had to be, because it shows there. There's one here. It shows that there are a few items missing, and the items really are the health bonuses for now. So, do we have them all? I'm going to hope so. Let's see. Oh, it doesn't look like I missed too many. Yeah, looks good. All right, I only missed the one, really? Okay. Well, let's head down. The other items here are primarily these armor bonuses. So let's just make sure we have... I think the invulnerability counts for one, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, so we'll get the invulnerability and we'll come back here. That counts as an item, and it is the last thing to do because it's a secret. Because we're going to just go through that area with the red door, and what that's going to lead to is the exit, which of course it blows you up, and ha 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 says the game creator. But no, we're going to try to avoid that by getting the invulnerability. That's assuming we can get there on time, right? You know how fast this thing runs out. So let's go ahead and try. Actually, no, we don't need to do any of this, eh? We can just get out of here. Yeah. So let's head out. As you remember, this is where we picked up all those armor bonuses. Come on, open up. And now we just got to find our way to the exit here before it ends. All right, let's go ahead. We're not going to do the... Yeah. Ha-ha, suckers. Didn't kill me. Yeah, that's what I use it for, the invulnerability on this godforsaken map. That's Ruins of Castle Orebro. And that, my friends, is how you get through it. The beginning is pretty tough. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of enemies floating around, just making your life miserable. And you can't go back in that hallway because you're going to get cornered quick and oft. But as you can see, even with a pistol start, you can do it because they do give you a lot of weapons and a lot of ammo. No BFG, though. Not a ton of health, but a decent amount anyway. And that chain gunner phalanx is just really a dog's breakfast. Like, even with the plasma rifle, I went down to 33% from 100. Complete nonsense. Anyway, hopefully you did enjoy the walkthrough just for the sarcasm, if not for the skill, if not for just showing you how to get through it, or you just simply liked watching Classic Doom walkthrough videos, and I appreciate you for all of those. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. For now, that's it for Classic Doom walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. See you next time.